All right, so let's see here. Fresh board for the third place match.
Anything
Boss.
stick out to you immediately?
Well, typically I try to look for fast stuff. We got Boss on Torrent, which is fast.
Yep.
Eight Talismans is fairly fast. Falling Star Beast is fast because a lot of our players have practiced that.
12
Um,
sorceries is pretty quick too. All this
mhm.
stuff costs runes though. But
Millicent,
talismans.
Invader, and Kaled is another one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you could pair that with O'Neill. They're in the same swamp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of value to a early, like Celia transporter chest thing.
Okay, interesting. Do you see any sorcery builds? Like, would anyone grab the meteorite staff or nah?
I would be shocked if someone went for a sorcery.
Pull
There'd
it
be,
out. Don't
yeah,
do it all tournament, and then they whip it out in the last match.
at the very end, yeah. I mean, I suppose it's possible, but I would be absolutely shocked if someone did it. But yeah,
Thank you, Fire. I appreciate that.
we got kind of a later game middle square, which is something we haven't really seen all tournament.
Hmm. Yeah.
And we do have Valiant
That
Guards on this board, rune level 55.
God, those fucking heroes' graves. Wait, is that two? So that's either the twin crucibles or the other one, the one that's. Is it either one, or is that one of the specific one?
Which one?
The center square.
Either one.
Either one. Okay.
Yeah.
Crucible. You could actually get the Black Knife Assassin at the door of that one as well. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Some
that's
great weapons also for our players. Yeah, I see a Death Poker. I saw a Helphin Steeple. I saw a Rosas Axe. Staff of the Avatar, like Rotten Staff of the Avatar. Not much that's easily wieldable though, which is kind
yeah.
of a
That's what I was thinking.
problem.
Death's poker, if you can't wield it, is pretty dog
Awful.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Health and Steeple, if you can get it online, is arguably the best weapon in Bingo. The problem is it's like a 22 int.
Okay. Interesting. Those Wolverine claws go hard.
They do.
Also, that axe. That's one of the best axes you can get on output. Is it the roses? No.
Yeah, the Rosas axe is a pretty good
Yeah.
Bingo axe.
Yeah.
Interesting. We just saw Rambler deciding not to go with any of the Sombers, instead just going for a smithing weapon that he can
Mhm.
easily wield. Meanwhile, it looks like Beezy is going to be going for Steeple.
Do you see a lot of people going the EG route? Is that typical?
Yeah, EG is definitely like the standard. The reason why Falling Star Beast is key though, and that's something I highlighted. So if you kill Falling Star Beast, he drops a Somber 6. There's also a Somber 5 in the Swamp and Caleb.
Yeah.
So it's
And you
really
get
easy to get a +6 weapon.
and you get that bell bearing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's worthwhile at that point, but
The only problem with the bell bearing is that there's actually not a Somber 3 that's available before Liurnia.
hmm.
So you can get the 4 in the cave. So you can get 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 all in Caleb, but there is no 3 before Liurnia, which is super weird, but yeah.
Hmm.
I'm guessing Beezy here is lining up early Millicent since he doesn't have a weapon that he can wield.
True. And sorry, I are weapons in the world randomized as well? I forget.
Yes, yes.
They are. Okay.
Also, Nix, you might have called something crazy because Rambler has Carrion Slicer online.
Okay, let's go. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be a sorcery build. I know my stuff. So
That's insane.
you know,
I've never seen this.
saw sorcery build coming a mile away.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Carrion slicer's a great sorcery.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's probably the best one you can get.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Nixon.
You're a wizard, Nixon.
Yeah, no sorcery kill square though, unfortunately. That'd be so wild if he just immediately did like sorcery only Godric or something as like his first square. Yeah, I do think the Millicent Rush will be the play here though. Boss on Torrent's also fast.
It's true. You could kill O'Neill on torrent with the cheese.
That does not count for our.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. For Maidenless, I know you could do that, but you have to actively hit the boss. Yeah. on
Oh,
torrent,
you have
yeah.
to fight the boss? What is that?
Yeah. I know you're a cheese connoisseur, but there's no
Oh,
good.
I'm all about the cheeses in that.
Yeah.
Also, like, sorry, go ahead.
No, Killer, you have to actually like fight the boss on torrent. Like most people do Pumpkinhead.
Yeah,
Or
Pumpkinhead's a good one. It's
or
right
the
there.
Tibia Mariner and
That wouldn't be a bad call for Rambler, considering that also opens up that sorcery dealer.
Mm-hmm. But can you? I don't think you can slice. Can you slice her on torrent?
I don't know. I think you probably can.
Now you can use other spells.
That's the thing.
Oh,
I don't see
slice
why it would be. It'd be weird if it was like the only one you couldn't, but it would also be weird if you could. So
Yeah.
I bet you can. You could hit him with the staff. True.
Yeah, Rambler just dedicates the first 30 minutes of the match to bonking the Pumpkinhead with the staff. Alright, we're gonna see a greatsword check here. Open steeple again! Beezy has dual steeples.
Wow. Do you see are the random weapons restricted to their weapon types?
Yeah, so the ones in the overworld are, so like that chest is always going to be a greatsword. However, merchants can sell anything. So if a merchant sells 5 weapons, it can be any random 5 weapons.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Kind of the way that this works.
So round table could be fucking just
anything,
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you could get really lucky and get some amazing weapons, or unlucky and get some terrible ones. Also, Rambler making his way to Caelid. I'm kind of surprised that Beezy's not going for this play as well.
Yep.
Especially 'cause I feel like this is a fairly typical Beezy play to go, for Millicent early. It's one of the fastest squares that you can get, and she drops like 7 to 8k runes with all the runes that she gives you.
What's he grabbing here? Maybe he's getting the strength tier?
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a strength
wield?
tier, so he can wield
or dex tier. Is this dex tier? Wait.
Strength.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. Strength tier. Why did I second guess myself?
You're good. But yeah, it looks like he's going for the strength tier there. Maybe looking to do boss on torrent or falling star beast early.
I mean, strength tier is a good call if he wants to get his weapon online as soon as possible.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's not a bad call. I'm just surprised that typically Millicent is very rushable, especially when you see it combined with O'Neill.
I guess so.
Except it's possible he was scared off. Like you're gonna see, Rambler has in the past had some fantastic execution on the Millicent cheese or the Millicent babouche. One of the few like quote unquote cheeses that is legal, because you're just kind of using the environment to your advantage. But we'll see this here shortly.
And
then maybe an O'Neill right after.
Yeah. So wait, so you can babouche Millicent, but you can't babouche O'Neill?
No, you can babouche them. You can use the environment to your advantage and babouche them.
Oh, but it doesn't count as attacking on a horse.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you get in the gray area, as Killa said. Like, how many times do you have to hit them?
Here, I can read the rule. Do you want me to read you the rule?
No, it's fine.
There is a rule book. Yeah, we wrote a 12-page rule book for this league.
You're very thorough. I have done my research.
It's okay. I didn't send it to you. It's on me.
You second the second guessing of the second guessing? Okay. All right, so he is doing the O'Neill cheese.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna just double check the rule book just to confirm that what I'm saying is correct. Let me pull it up here.
It's also possible that our players don't know, but sounds like we got a consensus in chat. This cheese can be time consuming.
Yeah, it's not too bad
And
though.
if you get caught, he can one shot you.
Yeah.
If you haven't put anything into vigor.
What are we firsting and sixthing? I'm very confused by chat
So
right now.
basically I said I second guessed myself on the strength tier. Then Killa said you should have second guessing yourself. Then Cripodelic said I second that. So we second the second guessing of the second guessing. And then they went off.
Yeah, they're on
And
a
then they lost
tangent
it.
now at this point. Rambler doing very nice. Let's get him on the big
Yep.
screen here.
Yeah, executed very well. It looks like
main market.
market.
Oh, he's staying there. That's nice.
What could they be doing in Stormdale?
Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Like, I'm not completely sure why he's going to Stormblade right now.
Me neither. There's a couple talismans in there, but that's not a good enough reason, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's runes, and like early runes are hard to come by, but
I mean, it's Roderick's great rune. Sets that up. Doesn't seem like he's.
so we'll go back to main, and we see, yep, Rambler gets the O'Neal.
Very nice.
GG's
We'll
to
see.
Rambler.
We'll see if he moves on to Millicent here.
I would anticipate that he will. We'll go full screen with Beezy now.
Big quick worker market. So now that his weapon's online, he's doing some very good damage early on here.
Yeah, and he has two good weapons. Like this Rotten Staff of the Avatar too. It has the rot over time. You know, it's a Colossal, which...
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I like the Colossal moveset. Oh.
Fuck.
Got lucky on 1 HP there.
Motherfucking Margate, dude. What a bitch.
You know, 1 HP in a dream.
Yeah, exactly, right?
This dude being a bitch.
Yeah, Beezy's
What
going
a
off on
bitch.
Margit right now.
Come on, man.
He can hear
Is
his
he?
audio nicks, but it's hilarious.
Go, homie.
Yeah, there goes any chance of a sponsorship.
That subtle rot's nice because it means if you're in a bind, you can just sort of back off and
All right, see you, buddy.
like he doesn't even have to push now. But very nice.
Very, very nice. Also, Rambler got Golden Halberd from O'Neal, which Golden Halberd is, you know, we did a weapon tier list. We have an S plus. It's not an S plus tier, but it's definitely an S tier bingo weapon.
It's tough to get online, isn't it?
Not really.
base stat.
It's like 12 faith and like a little bit of strength. It's, you know, it's not too bad. It's like 20 something strength, but with the
Much
two-hand
better than
bonus, it's not terrible. As well as like of all the stat requirements, because of the two-hand bonus and the strength tier being so easily available, like if there's one stat that you need to reach for, it's best to be strength. Like that's why Beezy's wielding
For
a
sure.
Colossal right now that probably
For
requires
sure.
like 30 something strength.
Yeah. Well, one thing we ran into too a lot is that I feel like a lot of people don't know that the scaling before you upgrade is pretty poor. So like a lot of people I've seen in the bingo matches, they'll put a ton of stuff into strength, hoping it'll improve their damage, and it just doesn't because they're still wielding a +1, a +2.
Yeah, exactly. For the most part, you just like, at least when I play bingo, I'm pretty much just trying to hit minimum stat requirements and
Yeah,
then
totally.
level vig or, you know, maybe endurance.
Totally. Yeah. I'm excited to see this carrion slicer in action if he gets it going. That'll be cool.
Yeah, it will be very cool. Smokey, can you make sure everything's okay with Beezy right now? His stream is fine, but his game's moving at like 2 frames a second. Okay, looks like looks like Smokey has stopped it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So what's gonna happen here is in interest of fair play, you know, if one person has a technical issue, we will both players will stop. We'll wait for BZ to figure out, you know, what's going on here. Like he's playing on a 1990s computer or something clearly at the moment, but we'll get that figured out.
Once he gets his Windows XP sorted, we'll be ready to go.
Yeah. So just bear with us for a second. You know, I was so worried about the technical issues, and then I was watching Zero Hit League today, and then both Puppery and Domo's game crashed at the same time, and I was like, you know what? I feel much better about the technical issues.
I mean, Hob, there was one weekend where Hob couldn't even figure out the audio on Discord, so you're doing okay.
Smokey, will you let our players know when to restart? It looks like BZ is okay now. And then I will resume the match timer. Okay, they're good. Then let's get the match back underway. That was very brief, not too bad.
Yeah.
All right, and the players are in.
I'm curious to see what the Twin Husks are gonna have here. Do you ever see some pivots?
Typically, like very often, yes, but there was nothing there. There was Grafted Blade, Greatsword, Hook Claws.
Yeah,
you gotta get good at immediately spotting stuff. They're so quick, man.
Nope. He took a look. Yeah.
Thank you, Mouse, for letting me know. I got that switch. Also, thank you for stopping by, man.
I'm curious to see what PapaBeezy's doing in Stormvale here. I guess is he pushing for that Great Rune?
Could be. I mean, it's a corner square. Also, you know, our players have gotten to a point within the level of within their level of execution that they die very rarely. So having Godric's Great Rune is a big deal. We'll go big screen here with Rambler.
He's from Stormvale as well. Interesting. And he doesn't know he's a half. Carrion Slicer doing work. So fast.
Andy has Meteorite Staff too.
Yeah. For those who don't know, you have early S2 scaling. You don't level it. In terms of bingo staff, pretty much the only one you'd ever consider, I'd say.
Yeah. Moody, is the audio better now? I can't change the game volume, but I can just lower his volume in general.
Let's go.
All right. In the second half, but I think the potential is demonstrated, right?
There we go. GG's to Rambler.
Yep. Those kukri might come in handy. Always useful.
Yeah, especially if you do that little skip in the front of Raya Lucaria, you can use the kukri to distract the Burger Kings.
Yep.
And we got PapaBeezy going in fighting Godric the Grafted, so we'll go big screen on him now.
Yep.
Can you not do the cringe stuff? Thank you. No, this is the cringe stuff, dude. Everyone says you're cringe. I heard it. They all said.
I love how Beezy just shit talks the boss the whole time he fights him.
Yeah.
So it looks like Rambler's now making his way into
All my homies
Liurnia.
think you're cringe.
So I wonder if he was just going to Margit for runes and then going straight to Liurnia.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Margit.
See,
isn't that
Moody's
big
cringing,
of
dude.
a
You're fucking cringe.
obstacle if you know how to fight him well.
No, not at all. And Rambler's a very experienced player. He, I assume you know who Zoodle is, Nyx.
Yep.
And he actually, Zoodle had a community tournament with his entire community, and Rambler came in second.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of skilled players from what I've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, some very high-level players.
You
Happy
gonna
to
be
have
cringe? It's looking kind of cringe.
Let's see,
All
one
right,
of the
good
funniest
boy.
things we've seen. Well, I don't know if funny is the word, but there was one game in Brawlers, I'm sure you're aware, where it came down to the Godric's monologue.
Mm-hmm. GG's to Beezy there.
He likes to take his sweet time to die.
Yeah. Do you know the monologue by heart?
I don't.
I do. I recite it every time. I've played this game way too much. I know like every merchant, every boss. Oh, according to Zeno, it's 19 seconds.
19 seconds. Wow, yeah. Okay, he's going right through to Liurnia. I guess he's gonna get the grace and then maybe go do the rune. Did he get the grace by the Bolt Drake talisman?
I'm not sure. Honestly, it really doesn't make that much of a difference. You just have to run through it twice. In terms of like a time save, it's minimal. It doesn't really matter as long as you just don't get it.
Hmm.
But yeah, we see Rambler doing the east side of Liurnia. It's because it's actually faster to get to EG, but you do miss out on the merchant and the sacred tier and tops, etc.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Beezy's taking the west side, which gives you some more stuff, but is objectively slower. Gotta say, I'm surprised both these players still have Millicent. Like, you'd think
Yeah.
that's typically gone 6 minutes into. So at some point, you would think, all right, I'm just gonna drop what I'm doing, go get where.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I would have thought, you see O'Neal pop. I'm not going for Millicent, but perhaps the logic is, well, they're gonna think that I have this, so I can hold on to it. But I mean that bluff evaporates pretty quickly.
Yeah, that bluff works for a little bit, but like after a minute or two, at this point, the bluff has worn off.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is, though, he's got that grace. He can always go back.
Yeah. And it's a less valuable square position-wise. It's on that bottom line is awful.
Yeah. No one's doing Valiant gargoyles.
Yeah.
Not soon, at least. I'm surprised killing a boss while only on torrents available.
Yeah. That too. I wonder if the middle column or not middle column, the second row could potentially be interesting. Kind of a threat. I could see Rambler eyeing that up now, doing something like Top's Key, Makar to get into Altus.
Definitely. Oh,
Beezy unfortunately dies there.
that was tough. He just couldn't grab the geography. Just barely missed there. The jump down there is so wonky. Everybody does it differently. I used to do the one where, like, if you jump over the railing, as long as you don't double jump, you should be fine. But then, like, 1 in 10 times, you'll just fucking die.
Yeah, I hate it. I do it this way. I do the safe way. I'm like, I will rather take 2 seconds longer every time than get an infuriating random death one in every time.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of the brawlers, they'll jump against against the academy wall. There's a
Yeah.
spot, a ledge you can get on there. That one's pretty common.
Yeah, that one's faster if you're specifically going for EG. Because then you don't have to run back under the bridge.
Yeah, we're talking razor thin margins, but
yeah,
it can matter.
Oh, it definitely can matter. I mean, look at in our finals today. Look at the remembrance boss kills. That was a matter of 10 seconds or whatever.
So my elimination in the bingo tournament I was in, it came down to we were both going for Fringe Folk. Killing that ulcerated tree serpent, and he did the tail whip, and I rolled early because I'm an idiot. But I had a sorcery build and I had summons, and my dogs were pretty strong, and they killed him maybe like a split second after I died, but not enough for the kill to count. And then I got it on the next attempt, but he got it just before I did, so it literally came down to like split seconds.
Yeah, Lem, one of our players, he hates those bosses more than anything. He calls them, floppy penises.
Yeah, I mean, ulcerated floppy penises.
Yeah. Also, it looks like, Rambler is making an immediate Makar play. Trying to get into Altus early, get a Magma Worm, and get that Magma Worm boss on board.
See, I would probably go about, if I was going for that second row, I'd probably go about it a bit differently, but I'd probably want to save that one for later. Get the talismans.
Yeah, I mean, I would have personally played the sport a little bit differently, but I also don't hate the play either. Because the one thing is, like,
is this the worm you go for, though? You go for Makar. I guess it gives you Altus access. I guess.
And it's a Dragonheart boss and 3 Dragonheart bosses.
And it's Dragonheart, but the other, you get the Dragonheart at the one in the cave as well, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to do 3 different Dragonheart bosses, so it's one of 3.
I'm guessing, is Grail cheese off the table?
Yes. There's a 12-point rule structure that goes through the list of cheeses, but essentially, all major cheeses and skips are banned.
Okay.
You're allowed to use the environment to your advantage, but you're not
allowed to glitch a boss into a tree and watch them fall.
Yeah, or run a boss into a kill plane, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if he does the skip. He got the kukri? No.
He does not go for the skip.
I mean, the skip seemed... How precise is it?
It's not too precise, but you're under pressure. You're on a time limit because the Burger Kings can re-aggro. Also, I think Beezy's dead here. No, he survives. And it doesn't save too much time. Also, you miss out on a Somber 3 that's in the building that you can potentially grab.
It'd be a shitty time loss to die there and have to...
Yeah. I think what we're seeing Rambler doing also right now is look, he has a 1-0 lead, and he's just I'm just gonna set up a bunch of stuff, and then react that way. Because I don't see any bingos that you're super worried about getting blitzed out. So it's let's go set up Top's Key. Let's go set up Magma Worm. Let's go get our map progression. And then that way you can respond adequately. Because the worst thing that can happen to you in bingo is you get caught with your pants down, and you need to do an Altus square to block a line, but you don't even have Altus access.
Yeah, totally.
Or same thing with Academy.
Yeah. It's an interesting board too. There aren't a whole lot of synergies,
Not a lot, no. I mean, the Dragonheart boss, but...
Yeah.
Godric's Great Rune and God Boss is a synergy.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, overall, it's very... Imbued Keys kind of has synergy with a little bit of everything whenever it's on the board. Same with something like Memory Stones, which is just kind of how's your map progression?
Well, it's and then, little things you're going to get one. If you do Renala, you're going to get Memory Stone. He'll get one here, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, no crazy synergies at all. And we got Rambler fighting Red Wolf, so let's put him on the big screen here. Using magic against the magic dog and doing decent damage.
How?
Is Red Wolf resistant to magic? I know Renal is. Yeah, actually, that's going to be a nightmare. If he decides to go that route. He might want a different weapon. I don't think that carrying flesh is anything.
He has 40% magic resist and 20% to all the other elemental stats.
Yeah, that's a lot. But he's still doing good damage, considering.
Easy then taking care of that tunnel and taking care of the limiter tunnel and grabbing the Roar Medallion as a talisman.
Oh, clutch roll, that was it.
And GG's to Rambler.
Yep. And that's a Memory Stone. And it's a setup for Thop's Key and for Renala.
Now, Nix, I gotta ask you, when you mentioned sorcery only, did you see Slicer, or was that just like an act of genius?
It was just a total fluke, I'll be honest.
That's insane. That's so insane.
I wish I could sit there and say that I saw this coming, but I did not.
Because I've never seen this come. I've never seen this before. Oh, also, there's tunnel and precipice. Makar is huge priority, actually. I just realized there's tunnel and precipice dungeon.
That's what I was
well.
thinking. So, but I guess he's a precipice.
Mm-hmm.
But the other magma worm. That's a tunnel too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Also, we're about to see Beezy here doing a boss on Torrent. So we'll go full screen with Beezy.
Yep.
Going for the pumpkin man. And GG's to Beezy.
Easy.
Easy as you like, right?
That's why I was shocked it took that long to get that one.
Yeah, I feel like, typically you kind of see like a lot of a lot of the early game squares go off first. Like one of the two players does the early game squares typically, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like now we're just in a situation where there's like so much tension build up because there's so many squares that these guys have made serious progress on.
Oh, totally.
And
That's the
it's
thing.
just-
They have not been sitting around. They have made a lot of
Yeah.
progress on the different things. But
Yeah, because like right here, Beezy could go if he goes and does the Magmorm and Gale tunnel, that would be a double with both Magmorm boss and 2 tunnels. And that would be his second Dragonheart boss. So that set up huge pressure on row 4. Meanwhile, it's going to be a Magmorm race because we got Rambler going for Makar, but I think Beezy has the lead here. However, both these players have fairly low weapons, fairly low Vig. It could come down to execution.
yeah, I think the other one's easier, is it not? I thought
This
the other
one's easier, yeah.
Yeah, it's smaller even, isn't it? What about summons? Could you summon the?
Yeah, you are welcome to use summons if you want to. Admittedly, we very rarely see players set them up. At least actually, I won't say very rarely. Like a lot of players do. But like at the highest, like in the players who qualified with the tournament, very rarely if I ever see that.
Okay. Interesting.
The one that I will see them occasionally use is like the Rot Dog. If they get Rot Dog early for Bofa, they might just use it for status effects.
But you don't see the summon signs on the ground used very often, because this guy, the Makar guy, actually does some work.
Oh, I mean, it is usable. I honestly, I didn't even know there was. Oh yeah, because for Makar, Tragoth.
Trigoth, yeah.
Yeah. I think it would overall maybe make it slower because
Just because of the health, yeah.
don't they get extra health and extra
They
stance?
do, yeah.
But it is legal, yeah. I mean, players can use whatever they want as long as it's not like a glitch or in a cheese. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty massive snipe here if Beezy can pull this off, because that will get Magma Worm, tunnels, then Beezy's going to block row 2, pressure row 4, as well as pressure column 3.
True. I also feel like plus 4 summons is easier than I think a lot of people think. You do got to go to Weeping.
Yeah, Weeping, and the fact that you got to do Rodriguez's whole little deal.
Yeah, true. It feels so silly when you're in a race and you got to run back and forth from her to the blacksmith, and you're just like, come on.
All right, we got a big screen here.
Should have waited for the flask. Sick.
Now we play my favorite game that I
Great
played
start.
during my Can't Only run. Will it
This
rot?
fucking dude.
Every single boss, you got to find out, will it rot? Because it makes your life 10 times easier.
I think it does rot.
I think it does too.
Oh, he's going with the butt slam.
Okay, that wasn't worth it. I had to know though.
Let's go.
Butt slam for the fans.
From the top rope.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
And the Undertaker.
When do we see a WWE wrestler break out the herb tree slam in the middle of a match? Huge stagger.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot more
Rambler
fucking
could have
stamina.
had this very easily, but he pivoted off Makar earlier, and now he's pivoting again. Oh, okay. Probably just saw it. GG's too Beezy.
He made quick work there, getting those 3 squares.
Mm-hmm.
All of his setups paying off. Rivers of Blood?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not, but
Probably not.
would have potentially been usable. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, in a matter of seconds, and Rambler's about to get top ski. In a matter of seconds, this game will have gone from 1 square to 5.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like they've been doing nothing.
Yeah.
They've been putting in work, respectively.
Yeah, it just felt like the whole game felt like a volcano that was about to blow at any
Yeah,
point.
totally.
And now we
totally.
have
The
it.
tension was reaching a culminating point, and we're there. Now Beezy's gonna finish getting the Great Rune, looks like.
Yeah.
And you should grab the talisman along the way. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do think something like talismans, or like if I was to make a generalization about how I think a lot of players in our league can get better, it's like little stuff like talismans or whatever. You know, playing Maidenless, I got really good at getting talismans, because that's a huge part of that league. There's a lot more like early collection squares.
Totally, yeah.
So yeah, that is another thing. Like, playing multiple bingo formats makes you a much better player.
Oh, for sure. You got to be well-rounded. Well, the thing with bingo too is it requires such a robust knowledge of the game, like a well-rounded in pretty much all areas.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'm trying to think. You could get Flame Drake. You don't see a lot of people grab Flame Drake, but Arrows reaches right there. Henricus is an easy kill. Is it the Lance, the one that's just sitting on the ground?
Mm-hmm. Warrior Jar Shard,
Kill
Green
Alexander,
Turtle.
yeah, and depending on if you have a good skill, that's not even a bad one to have.
The 2 trick mirrors, the Sacred Scorpion Charm from Anastia.
Yeah.
Another Glintstone Staff pickup.
Dual wield them. Let's see it.
Am I blind, or is Staves not on the board?
Staves? I don't see staves.
Huh. I wonder if he thought that was a sorcery, not a staff. A little strange pickup. Easy here. Getting his elevator music on. And here we're going to see Rambler go for the Falling Star Beast. I've never seen a slicer only Falling Star Beast.
Me neither.
Have you?
Nope.
What is his magic resist? Falling Star Beast. Let's
I
look this
feel like
up.
it'd be something.
Only 20%.
I mean, that's not nothing, but yeah.
It's standard to all those other negations. That's the one thing I love about bingo. Like, you just see the wackiest plays that you'd never see.
Totally.
And there we go. Beezy gets restored. Godric's great round.
Beezy has really started converting these squares. I think that's most of the legwork though he's done paid off now. I think.
Oh my god. I just realized Rambler went for that specific staff because it is a catalyst that boosts damage for Carrion Slicer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's a savvy play, but he has to
did he
upgrade it.
say Here, wait, give me 1 second. Smokey, what's going on here? Smokey, can you tell Rambo to quit out immediately? Beezy's down. Alright, Smokey's talking to Rambler. Please tell me he didn't go into the fight. Okay, good. Smokey got to him before he got into the fight, so that's good. I will pause the match.
So I wonder though, is that going to offset, right? Like, because we got the S tier scaling on the meteorite staff, so you can just pump int. It's a nice spot to be in.
Mm-hmm.
But is that going to offset the benefit that you get on the Carrion Slicer at a low level staff?
Well, no, because so here's what you can do. If you wield a staff in your offhand, right, you will get the benefit, even though you're not using it as the active catalyst.
That's a savvy play.
Yeah. Also, Smokey, will you let us know when to restart? Continue.
We got Gino Machino in the chat under the name of Killa B here, saying it's not necessary.
Talking about that Gyno Machinima guy. Like, I heard, is he even like good?
Gino Macchino? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right.
By the way, did he go undefeated in Zero Hit League today?
I think so.
Insane.
He's something, yeah.
Rambler here fighting the Falling Star Beast.
He's not top 10 on Xbox.
Ooh. One thing that's gonna make this difficult is I don't think this does like any poise damage. And the key with Falling Star Beast typically is just Stance Breaking to health.
Definitely. I mean, it's working though.
Oh yeah, it's doing crazy damage. Crazy heads up play by Rambler. Like his avatar is a philosopher, and his game, he truly is an Elden Ring philosopher. His game knowledge is just insane. Like the fact that like he even knew, oh, if I get Slicer, I get this catalyst to boost my damage. And like even I, who has a ton of hours in this, I was like, what is he doing? I think he made a misplay.
Yeah.
But no, he's just.
It's cool to see, yeah.
Yeah. He has his PhD from Raya Lucaria, and he knows the game. Looks like we now see Beezy going for the Makar play to get into Altus.
We'll see. Do you see that often? I guess if you can kill him, I mean, quickly, then.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Because at this point, you could still do, I mean, Dectus.
Yeah. Normally, you know, Moody's a big fan of the normalizing the Makar route, as you can see. Typically, Dectus is more favorable, unless there is like Makar value on. We saw
That's what I thought. Yeah.
from Rambler earlier, but he just acted too.
Yeah, and there isn't anymore.
Also, what's driving me insane is the fact that Millicent Invader's still on the board. Like how?
Yeah, I know. It's so funny how this happens. Like
Yeah.
in games, there's just this one early game square that is a total blind spot for both players. It just sits there way longer than it has any business being. So Rambler's in Death Touch, so he just wins.
Oh yeah, he does win. Nixon is he's a lore expert on Death Touch.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
others.
The marrying Malekith plotline's the most interesting one. It's strange. And for those, I'm making a joke that 3 people know, so I'm going to stop now.
Okay. Also, he gets the Nagakiba.
Let's go. He's doing 2 catacombs. Is that what we're doing here? This is a good one. And then
and a Black Knife Assassin.
Oh, doubling up.
This really could be unironically, this could be a winning play because you can clean up that bottom row with the exception of guards pretty quick.
Guards, that's a bit of a speed bump, eh?
And he's gonna be. I'll tell you, Rambler wants his revenge on guards. His finals, the finals of the Zoodle Cup, was a 12-12 game that came down to guards, and Rambler lost. So I'm sure he'll be looking for revenge.
Oh wow! You sure he wants revenge and not to just never see them again?
I mean that's possible too. Like, GG's there to Rambler, making quick work of that assassin.
Yeah, it did not take long at all. He doesn't even want the death route.
Yeah. Also, I just realized this will be Beezy's 3rd Dragonheart boss, actually, Makar.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, okay,
it's really cool how different these players are approaching this match.
Yeah, this is like a very... Both of these guys are kind of known for like prepping a bunch of stuff in blitzing and prepping and blitzing. Yeah. But this is the first time I've seen them play each other, and it's just like so weird, especially because with the first like blitz, they both just their internal clock was just like blitz squares now for both of them at the exact same time.
Yeah,
and
totally.
now we're entering like a second like lull, and then we're gonna see a bunch of squares fly off.
And we're also seeing they're not going for any of the same squares too, which is because like the thing is with the setup and blitz thing too is that if you set up a bunch of shit and the other guy snipes you, you've just lost way more time.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. Like literally, if Rambler wins Magma Worm, this game might be over. If Rambler wins Magma Worm, because he was set up pretty well to do talismans and sorceries.
Yep.
Like this could have been a sub-hour game.
Yeah, for sure.
And then once Beezy gets the Dragonheart bosses, we're gonna get in this weird game of like bluff calling, because both these players are not known for rushing lines. So it's like, do you call the other one's bluff that they're not actually going for the bingo?
Absolutely, yeah.
Rambler fighting the duelist as well as Beezy's about to step into Makar, so we'll keep this full screen.
Some of my favorite matches are the ones where you actually just sitting there and you're like both have a bingo on the line. Yeah. They're both just like, well, I'm going for mine. You go for yours. There's nothing worse than when you're on the back foot and you have to abandon what you're working on to block something. You can lose so much time. You can lose so much progress.
Yeah. Right, Rambler gets the catacombs. We'll go big with Beezy.
Ooh, damage is nice.
Dagger?
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard for him to grab the smithing stone bearings now if he gets ult attacks.
Oh, way too late. Fuck.
To be honest, that row 4.
Oh no, I was so late on both of those. That's so unfortunate.
I think we see our first death to a boss. Also, we got double Makar.
Let's go.
Cars are going vroom.
I don't know if anybody's a hockey fan. I can't see Makar. There's one of the best defensemen in the league right now is a guy named Cale Makar, and every time I see Makar, I can't not think of him.
I watch hockey at a macro level, but I'm not aware of who Makar is.
Well, the other Canadian in chat it feels the same.
Yeah.
No way. Surprise, surprise.
So Rambler quitting out there, I think he didn't have enough blue juice.
I don't think he is Ginger. I mean, I can see why PapaBeezy. It's the completion of his Dragonheart bosses and its Altus Axis.
Yeah. That's why it's critical. In Rambler set up Makar, but got sniped earlier. But you still want to finish it for Altus Axis at some point.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is Rambler's trying to go for row 5, while Beezy's trying to go for row 4, I believe.
And he's still not going for Millicent then. That's bugging you, eh?
Oh, Ginger, not this race. There was a Magmorm race earlier. That was the one I was referring to, not this specific Magmorm race. But Beezy gets his Makar. GG's to Beezy.
How close is he to that level 55?
Definitely not close. I'm going to check in with Rambler. Let's see what he's thinking here.
So, one thing he could have done too, actually, I guess, could he not have gone and done Grail? I can see a Dragonheart. That's not a boss, though, is it? Not Grail.
Yeah,
it says right
not
there.
Grail, yeah.
It says right there. Okay.
Yeah,
I know it doesn't count, but you could probably get the Kukri cheese for the Knight's Cav, and Grail would definitely get you that level 55.
But that is illegal.
It's fully illegal. It's
Yeah.
not. I thought it just wouldn't count for the square.
Well,
It's
we've
fully
been seeing a lot of players have trained their Erdtree avatar, and the popular play if you're rune rushing is you kill the Erdtree avatar in Dragon Barrel. It's tanky, but it's still an avatar.
Yeah, a very predictable moveset.
Yeah, I mean these guys have been fighting him since DS1. So.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Very interested to see what Rambler is lining up here as a response. I think he is just rushing avatars. I think he's really worried about that block.
Mm-hmm.
And this also gets him a memory stone. And I believe that would put him at 2.
Yep. He beat Red Wolf.
And then there's a pickup in Roundtable as well as the one in Dragon Barrel. Which is right by that other Erdtree avatar, but the problem is he is Slicer, and there's not enough blue juice in the world to get that guy down. Go big screen with Rambler here. Oh wow, this guy's just stalling.
Yeah.
Now he's got the little 3 guys involved.
The most annoying part of these fights.
They're gone now.
There you go. Thank you for helping me out. Appreciate it.
I feel like the Slicer play was really smart at the start, but now I think he's starting to regret it.
Yeah. It's creating limitations.
Yeah. Because normally Rambler would probably do the Dragon Barrow or Tree Avatar because it's a lot of runes, helps him with rune level 55, and he's very comfortable with it, but it's just not an option now.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, just the fact that you have to split flasks between Crimson and Cerulean. You know, you'd really like to be able to heal whenever you want. So in order to do damage to require so much blue juice,
GG's to Rambler.
it can become a problem the deeper we get in this match. Because you can't go out and pick up that. You can't put the time in to get the golden seeds. You can't put the time in to get the sacred tears that you really need to do to level up your flasks with your sorceries.
Plus, typically these players are accustomed to using the meta is definitely bigger weapons that are gonna do good stance damage. So it's super weird. You know, you're never gonna get a stance break with Slicer.
Yeah. Could you even riposte?
No.
Yeah. Is he going sealed? He's gonna get that second bell bearing?
He's going for the bell bearing first.
Yeah. He didn't get the first one, did he? Did I miss that?
I don't believe he did, no. Would have been maybe smart if he did, because that is also a tunnel. He did Limgrave Tunnel instead, as one of his tunnels. So he will end up completing, he'll have to complete 3 tunnels if he wants to. Actually 4, because we are.
Yeah.
Doing extra credit. And yeah, Rambler here is just hard rushing Urge Avatar, so he's biting on the bluff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very real threat.
Yeah. And I see it too from Rambler's perspective, because it's like, if you get in a rune level 55 race and you don't have, like, even though his weapon is good, he literally can't kill tanky bosses. So it's like, how do you get rune level 55 without cheeses and without being able to kill tanky bosses? You can't. Now, what I don't know is, I don't know if he did the greatsword check, because Steeple would work perfectly, because int. However, I don't know if he checked that.
True.
And Steeple is an S+ tier. It's arguably the best weapon in Bingo. The only thing that holds it back is the high requirement, like 22 in dex and some strength as well.
But he's already in there on the end. Yeah. I would have thought that'd be an automatic check.
It typically is. He may have it. I'm not 100%. It's possible he just still doesn't even have the runes to get it online. Because it's not cheap. The economy isn't doing well in the lanes between.
I ain't made of money out here.
Yeah. Full screen again.
Sure, well, that's good work. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, the damage it's very good. Forward, Smokey.
I often find the worst thing about these fights is where the arena. There's always some random shit on the ground. Now these players clearly know the arena as well, but oh fuck! Just throw a kukri.
Yeah. Made us hold our breath a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
GG's to Rambler. Also, I just find it so funny, man. Like, first round of this tournament, everyone was chit-chatting the whole time. Beezy's still doing it, but now it's just like, we tune in on Rambler, it's just silent. Like, he's just playing.
Okay.
By the way, guys, I know I do this all the time, but I'm gonna do it again. Please, this would not be possible without Nyx and without all of our fantastic players and Smokey. Please go ahead and give everyone a follow. Nyx is, a fantastic streamer. Nyx is, personally, he's my favorite late night streamer to tune into.
Hey yo, thank you.
So massive recommendation, and Beezy and Rambler are fantastic as well. So please give them all a follow. It's Beezy's amazing. I love watching him whenever he streams, and Rambler is on the path to affiliate. So let's help them out.
Let's make that happen. Affiliate bomb time. I'll throw him a follower. There you go, Rambler.
Thank you, Dex.
That's tough, Mouse. That's real tough. There's not. It can't be any worse feeling than when you like literally deep in a boss and you just can't kill them.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, it's even when he has the flask, it's like, yeah, you have to drink a flask on the last hit, but it's like 10 seconds here, 10 seconds there, and like over the course of the match, like it's gonna be, you know, a minute or more that he's losing, which
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very tense match, like
Absolutely. I've been loving how close the competition is, though. It's been really good play.
Yeah, and that's just a credit to like all these guys. Like the qualification period was multiple weeks long. Like everyone had to play to qualify. They all played so much.
Nice.
To be here. It's just a credit to all of them. Like genuinely, you know, I did a lot of the organization and stuff, but really it was like me helping like give a community like a goal to work toward, and like they did everything. So you know, everyone's amazing, all of our players. Yeah, Rambler. So Rambler could be setting up to go for the second assassin here, as well as the Erdtree Avatar. We got Beezy. He's gonna absolutely destroy this Crystallian. So let's watch a massacre for 30 seconds.
He's gonna get that bell bearing, and that'll be another square.
I was generous when I said this fight would last 30 seconds. GG's to PapaBeezy.
GG. If you blinked, you missed it.
But yeah, that's just where the difference is now. Like Beezy's just making every single boss fight. Beezy's making up time.
Yeah, totally. Is he buy in here?
Crack pots.
Okay.
I guess he's planning on sleeping something, but what?
Did he
Oh,
get
God
book?
bosses. God bosses.
Ah.
You know, you pretty much need to do one of the god skins for that. Big screen with Rambler. This is his third avatar.
Oh, this also gets him the sorcery tier. Kind of nice.
Yeah, the magic tier.
Yeah.
That's a big 25. I mean, he's doing pure magic damage. So that's just a straight 25% damage buff.
Yeah. And he needs it, to be honest.
Honestly, in hindsight, it probably would have been smart if he did this one guy first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Rambler gets stun locked there and goes down.
I had to do this for. I briefly did a. We were attempting a seamless co-op hit with Nat, Espresso, and we had to kill that guy. And the arena there is a fucking. I think it's the worst of all the Erdtrees. You get stuck on a ledge. There's always crap in the way. You don't have a lot of room.
And there's so many of the little like marching guys. I don't know what else to call them.
I used to come around the back side, but these guys are a pain in the ass if you wake them up. When in doubt, quit out.
Say less. Also, Beezy here looks like he's setting up Riot's hand. You go to Volcano Manor.
That'll be handy. Let me get there. You can do, I mean, the...
It's for god bosses also because Rykard will give you a ton of runes for rune level 5.
Right, yep. There's a lot of Somber Stones there, too. I don't know if there's... Somber 5, Somber 6.
Yep.
And to be honest, there's the Somber 6 is a serious choke point on that path.
Oh, the 7.
7 is what I meant.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Somber 7 that you need to kill Noble to get. And then you either have to get it there or the sewers.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
GG's 02 Rambler here.
But there's 2 Somber 5s you can get on the way. There's a Somber 6 just sitting on the roof, and then the Somber 7. It's real nice for an upgrade path.
That Magic Shroud Cracked is going to do some work for him.
Yeah, that's going to help him a lot. What's he doing? He's going in circles now. I guess he's going Black Knife now, perhaps? Nope.
Yeah, perhaps. Or is he finally going to go? He's finally going for Millicent. An hour in. The square we see we've done in 6 minutes is done. Going to be done in 60. Like, Nix, you're going to be amazed how fast this cheese is. Like, how this is on the board. Like, Rambler probably has the cleanest Millicent as well. Just, it's ridiculous that this has lasted so long.
Suspense is killing me.
Mess it up slightly. You get Spoobooshed, and then you just Spooboosh your one spell.
What's funny about it too is you don't even need anything to do this. You don't need it.
Oh my god! Rambler!
He's dead.
She's 1 HP.
Oh, that sucks.
He tried to greed to go. No!
That sucks.
Of course I talk like I take full responsibility for that one.
Caster Curse.
That was the Caster Curse of all time.
Caster Curse.
I did.
He's the best in the league at this. He's got the best Millicent. It's gonna be clean. Don't worry. It's gonna be quick work.
Yeah, look how impressive this is gonna be.
Yeah.
And then just dies. Yeah, now I'm scared to like go back on the big screen too. I might feel like
Do we know what this staff is at right now?
I would assume +4.
+4, yeah.
Alright, we will go back big screen. You can't mess it up twice, right?
I'm saying that now. There we go. That was a good babush. I saw Banjo the Uncle's notification for going live, and he says, the last time we have to call this base game, before we have to call this base game vanilla.
Chat, what have I done? What have I done?
You've ruined him.
I've ruined him. I've ruined him so hard.
He was doing just fine.
I'm not gonna go big screen. I feel we're saying small screen because I'm
saying small screen. Should we big screen the other ones? Big screen Beezy for Noble, and then
yeah, we'll big screen Beezy for Noble,
and then maybe when we come back, Millicent will be dead. Did he? So he got his sleep pots. 3 should do just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if. I guess we'll see how clean this is. He has opted not to put on the 5, the 6 on the staff before this fight, and I think he's suffering for that decision.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess worst case scenario, he should do a lot of damage with the rot. You can always just kind of let him die of cringe while he's sleeping.
Yeah. So if he's rotted, will he just sit there asleep and rotting?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. He won't wake
Yeah.
up.
No, he will not wake up.
That
And
ain't
he
bad.
does get the rot proc. Now, on a weapon, the rot proc does not last as long as it does from like a spell, but it'll still do pretty good damage.
Hmm.
Nice stagger there. So we should see her post in a sleep pot. Rambler going back into Makar. Alright, now he's a sleepy boy. We'll go back to the dual screen.
I think I was watching Killa do this at +0 RL1, and I think he said Godskin Noble's his favorite boss. So that was interesting.
Yeah, we did see Beezy just wait there for a second, let the guy die.
Let him cook. Let him
cook. Ooh.
He's counting on it. Oh, geez. Everyone's favorite role. We all love it. Oops, all Godskin Noble. Yeah.
Oh! Through the pillar, gets hit with a triple swipe. Rambler also back on the car now.
Love this arena. Love, 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 love.
Yeah, I think
he is also down to 1 sleep pot.
Yeah. Also, I think we did see. Oh, I think he was able to just craft 1 more, so I think he has 2. I believe he did try to check if he has runes to potentially go upgrade, and he does not. Yeah, Smokey Altus access. Yeah, Rambler's damage is very poor at this point. I wonder if he... I don't think he put the magic tier in his physic either.
Interesting.
They don't see the buff.
Yeah, you're right. I wonder... It would be huge for him. I wonder if he's just not... Just blind spotted that he gets that from that Erd tree.
You know, you're stressed out, like...
Totally. You don't even think that, oh, wait, I got this. You know, you're just thinking about killing the Erd trees, you totally blanks your mind on what you actually get from doing it.
Also, Rambler committed really hard to set up, like, he's still set up for talismans and sorceries. He committed very hard to trying to go for the row 2 and just win in less than an hour. And because he got sniped on Magma Worm, it's uphill. It's been uphill sledding ever since. Why didn't they give Moog more Bloodfire plays too, Killa? You not happy with not enough for you? All over the arena, everywhere isn't enough?
More.
Oh. Is Rambler out of blue? Okay, no, he has 1 more.
He's got Kukri too.
Oh, and BZ goes down again. GG's to Rambler, though.
That's actually, for the sake of the match, that's nice.
Yeah.
Because they've both... Rambler died to Millicent twice, which apparently, I don't know, I've heard he's the best Millicent fighter in the world, so that was a surprise. I don't know who said that, but...
Yeah. Yeah, also this is gonna be weird because, like, both these players, like... I think players would agree, like, neither of these players is having their best match right now. So I think both of these guys are, like, pushing. They're like, oh my god, The
funny thing is, when you're not playing well, even though you're seeing the board, you always assume the other player is just absolutely killing it, you know?
Yeah.
Or do I just hard commit like an idiot?
There's nothing more stressful than when you're stuck on a boss and you can't get it and you feel the time crunch. So you start playing even riskier, and then you die again, and then it really starts spiraling on you.
Nice stagger there.
Yeah. The thing though, you raise a great point is that I feel like
Dude. This sucks.
Rambler's damage is just going to keep diminishing the further they get into this match.
Yeah.
And
That's
Beezy's
really
is going
bad.
to keep growing.
I just wasted so
And
much
so
time. I think I just threw the game.
Their choices at the start are really going to separate them, but it's still neck and neck. You never know. I'd like to see that sorcery physic online. I'd like to see what it can do.
Yeah, and you see, like, even Beezy, like, as we talked about, I'm not sure if you could hear him. He's so down on himself. He's like, I'm going to switch up what I'm doing. I think I just threw the gate.
It's so wild how you can be totally, because he's, in our minds, he's doing great. He's doing, you know.
In my mind, he's ahead.
Yeah.
Because of the weapon.
Absolutely.
I wonder what Beezy's plan here is now here, though. Maybe assassins? Because there's the assassin up here on the left. And that's an Altus Plateau Hero's grave. That one has the Ancient Hero of Zamor, so it's not too bad.
That one's not bad. That's better than the Crucible Knight duo. Is this the one you see with this square? Is this the one you see more often?
Actually, the most common one is the Red Wolf in Mount Gelmir.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But being honest, I don't know why. I feel like this one's very forgotten about.
I don't think anyone would ever fucking do the Crucible Knight duo. It's just, if it wasn't the shittiest fight in the game, it's also very time consuming.
Xeno has done it before because there was also a kill 2 Crucible Knights square. So you got a 2 for 1. But that's just Xeno. Like, he does stuff that, like, other people don't do.
Yeah.
Like, in the semifinal match, he literally had 8 Vigor. He never leveled up health once.
Just don't get hit.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's for a bingo, that's pretty epic, to be honest. Sorry, I do have a quick bathroom break. I will be...
All right, no problem. Next. All right, y'all are stuck solo with me. Xeno, you messed up. You messed up the arrows, dude. Also, I'm curious what the numbers were on this game in terms of the prediction. Rambler was a slight favorite, 53% of the money on Rambler. Also, holy hell, there's so much. You guys have so many points. Why do you guys have so many points? Anyways, Beezy fighting the assassin.
Holy shit, slow as fuck. Whoa, how did that not hit me? That was crazy. Dude, that roll attack sucks ass.
Beezy's doing very well here. And I believe this will only be his first Black Knife Assassin now. Rambler already has the one in Death Touch.
Okay, here's Black Knife Assassin. This will be his second, right?
No, his first. Beezy.
His first? Oh, it's the other guy.
Yeah, Rambler's the only one who's been to, the Holy Land. That is Death Touch.
Ah, yes, yes.
GG's though to Beezy, great job. Also, I'm slowly making the realization that someone's gonna have 50k channel points after this match, and my chat can redeem channel points to make deathless or hitless runs. So it's gonna be awful.
Feeling the crunch.
Yeah.
So, what are the restrictions on that redeem? Killa has a hitless this one redeem, and he had to remove it because someone redeemed do Ocarina of Time hitless, and he was like, that's way too much.
For hitless, it has to be Elden Ring, and the weapon has to be viable. For
Okay.
hitless.
So it's a weapon
for deathless,
only.
they can do whatever they want.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You could, if you wanted to be an asshole, you could. There's some games like how could you do, like Warcraft deathless?
Well, I mean, I only play Elden Ring, so that's why it's like it specifies Elden Ring.
Okay.
But yeah, we see Beezy here. Yeah, Smokey. Shaka bet 22k on Beezy, and Fire bet 24k on Rambler. There were some big points bet in this game. We see Beezy now going for the second black knife.
Mm-hmm.
Rambler's gonna be kicking himself for leaving black knife on the table for too long.
This is not gonna take him long at all.
Yeah, this is gonna be a flat knife.
Yeah. I like this weapon a lot. He's got, man.
GG's to Beezy. Yeah, it's the first time I've known it's good. Like, it's a colossal. Like, colossals aren't the best weapon, but it's a somber. It's pretty easily wieldable. It has rot. You know.
I've had experience with the Watchdog staff, and I enjoyed that, but not this one.
Yeah. This is the first time I've seen it, like, in a match where I'm watching, like, the entire thing, and it's shredding.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
I mean, anytime you get a subtle status effect, I feel like it's real nice. You know?
Real nice. Status is just so strong in this game.
Yeah. Well, if you look at, like, what that Gino Makino guy, whatever his name is. If you,
yeah,
like,
Gino Machinima or whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is, yeah. The on his Nightmare run, it's all status. Where it's like he's NG +7, he's got nothing. Literally nothing, but he's status affecting everybody to death. It just shows you how powerful it can be when you are low level or haven't done any work, so.
Rambler gonna get this is his final open world memory stone. He just will have to get the one from Roundtable.
I actually unironically
hasn't even
enjoy
been to Roundtable yet.
His Minecraft streams with his girlfriend. They're a lot of fun.
Is that I don't think that's his girlfriend though. Is it?
Oh, is it not his girlfriend? Oops.
No, I think she's married.
Whoops. With Potastic.
Potastic, yeah.
All right. They're fun, is what I'm trying to say.
Alright, I lied also. Rambler has to get this memory stone and then has to go to Roundtable to get the final one.
You're telling Gino? Uh-oh.
Also, Beezy now finally going for talismans. Been hanging around for so long.
That's been sitting there. We were
Especially
at that point where...
The Axe Talisman would have been so useful with this Colossal.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
And he's a hitless runner, too. He knows how good that thing is.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if... Cragblade... Actually, no, you can't change Astral Wars on these weapons.
No, it is locked. It's the twig for another one. I will see Rambler by the final memory stone. So let's kind of take a look at the board here. Once we see Rambler mark this memory stone. So we got a 7-7 game. Beezy still has a bingo threat available on column 1.
Mm-hmm.
Rambler has a bingo threat available on column 2.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else is locked up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the column 2 is a threat at all, realistically.
Args, it's just such an obstacle in there.
And even though Rambler doesn't know it, Rambler has no access towards Volcano Manor for the 7, and Beezy, has died to Noble multiple times.
Yeah.
And as I was gonna say, initially I was gonna say the column 1 is a threat, but Rambler here, you can actually get a Spirit Ash +5 from Windham Catacombs alone. So as long as he has no incident with the
Night in the basement.
Watchdog, he should be able to get it.
The night in the basement's the real final boss of this catacomb.
Oh yeah. So Beezy getting another talisman there. Not often you see arrows reach.
Oh, we're getting Crucible? Alright.
This doesn't make sense.
No parry shield? Okay, alright. Good
Is this
damage.
Crucible Knight? I thought this Crucible Knight just dropped an incant.
I don't know what this could be for.
Possibly he's confused sorceries with incants. Not Crucible Knight of God.
Yeah. It's making quick work of him anyway. But...
Yeah, just stunting. Yeah, nearly actually got him before the phase turns.
Yeah.
Alright, GG's to Beezy. Does he drop something I can't think of?
Yeah, I don't know what he could be going for here.
I think he just drops a sorcerer, an incant. Yeah. Curious what he said.
They don't give you anything in terms of runes. So.
Okay, yeah, he said, I'm an idiot. I 1000% thought he dropped a talisman. So, there you go.
You know, you were thinking of the much easier fight, Henricus.
Yeah, or Bofa.
Bofa. There's so many talismans around here. Or Alexander. Do we know how many he's got? There's also the turtle. I think he's got the Stone Sword keys to get the turtle talisman too.
I do not. Yeah, they started grabbing when they rush talismans. It's easy to count, but in a situation like this, it's just impossible.
When you're passively in the middle of the game.
Yeah. Oh, James has come to say hello.
Hello, James. What do you think? How many talismans do they have, James? That's a great point.
He's not very.
Whoa! It's a family broadcast.
Rambler.
Okay, Watchdog. Let's go. So, who do you like in terms of bosses with God in the name?
Godric, Godfrey, Soldier of Godric, and then a Godskin.
Ah.
Yeah, Killa, actually, that would be a good idea for the tournament, or for future bingo. Because we will be back, you know, the hope is end of July, early August, we will be back with the league. So there will be brand new format, you know, updated broadcast. You know, everything should hopefully be improved and better. Also, we got a double fight here because Beezy's now fighting Noble.
Did Beezy end up going plus? Is he +6 yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Rambler is doing well here. This fight is so long.
Yeah.
Like, going back to the last game, think about how fast Dino melted this Watchdog.
I'm curious. I want to know.
He gets it, though?
He must not realize he's got that magic tier, eh? He must.
Yeah, he's got no idea.
Fuck!
Oh!
It would help him out so much.
Oh, I'm so bad at this fight,
Why
dude.
am I cursing so hard
so
in this second match? I literally put him on the big screen for 2 seconds and he immediately gets comboed and dies. Like, what is wrong with me today? Like, he was doing well, and then just immediate big screen combo, death. Yeah.
Usually I'm the one who's really good at cursing people.
All right, we'll go big screen with Beezy again.
I
Fifth
appreciate
time
that
lucky?
you've,
Hell yeah.
Taking the helm.
Dragon, it's been a while.
Damn it.
I don't even know
Damn
how
it.
to
Damn
explain this game. It's been a very weird and wacky game.
It's been all about setup.
Why am I so bad?
Setup and blitz.
And Rambler's using Carrion Slicer, which we've never seen before.
The mismatch of weapons has made a very interesting dynamic. They both had to have a completely different approach.
Beezy
They
is
both
laughing
think they're
at
losing,
himself
too.
now. Which I'm happy Beezy's laughing at himself and not having a panic attack.
Yeah.
He's going for it again. Yeah, Shaka, the Godskin does not want you to double your 22k points. Mouse, you should teach him how to do it, considering you're the one of the best no-hit runners, at least in Elden Ring.
Well, first you need to go get Flame Grant Me Strength.
Yeah.
You gotta get Crag Blade. You're gonna have to use a different weapon. The actual one.
Yeah, Mouse recently did no roll, no hit in Elden Ring next. I think you heard me.
Sorry, my headphones popped out.
You're good. I said Mouse recently did no roll, no hit in Elden Ring.
Oh shit.
Alright, back big screen with Beezy. Please don't die immediately this time, Beezy. I have faith in you.
The closest I did for my marathon stream recently, I did Melania with Elon Musk's terrible build, which was fat rolling the whole time, so that was pretty tough. It wasn't no roll, but fat roll Melania was no fun.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I hate even mid-rolling on her.
Oh, it's terrible. That's a good point, Zeno.
Alright, doing a good job of playing Ring Around the Rosie with the marshmallow. Marshmallow attack comes out. Sleep pot. Alright. Gonna go to sleep. Yep, he is a sleepy boy. Rambler now going for imbued keys as well on your bottom left. And Rambler gets imbued keys. But we got a 9-7 game, actually. Rambler, very sneaky, getting that Spirit Dash +4 and imbued key.
Very nice. 8 talismans are still on the board. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
8 talismans.
God damn, that was terrible.
Alright, GG's to Beezy. Finally gets it done.
Like, you don't even have to leave Limgrave to get that.
No.
Like, go get Great Shield Talisman. Come on, you're there, dude. Go get,
Rambler, please.
get Great Shield Talisman. It's right there. Grab it.
Also, Beezy is potentially dead again. Yeah, alright. Okay, Smokey's telling Rambler already.
It is one of those things that you end up kicking yourself. Those things that you just... And I understand when you're in the heat of a match, you got tons of things going on in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
But then you catch that 20 minutes later. Oh, crap, I could have grabbed this when I was there.
Yeah.
I always feel like that's why it always makes sense to grab the Grace. I feel like more often than not, you regret not having the Grace more than you regret taking the second to... Depending on... Situation dependent, of course.
Shaka, you can't buy me with your money, you can only buy me with your love. I will not accept bits for taking off the bandana, only channel points. So keep gambling them all away, and maybe you'll get to 1 million someday. But yeah, this game is really flipped. The problem is gonna be though for Rambler. It's like, how do you do guards? How do you do rune level 55? Like, how do you do Putrid Crystallian Trio with no stance damage?
Yeah, no, that's a huge point. Huge point.
Because like right now he's in the lead, but
How do you
he's
do Renala with
yeah.
his sorcery, you know?
He's behind on God bosses. He's behind on Somber 9. So, you know, Beezy obviously still has to do the squares.
You're right, though. He is kind of running up against the wall here in what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Altus, though. He could do God bosses, but he's behind on that.
Shaka. Alright, we're good to continue. Thank you, Shaka. You didn't have to do that.
This will be interesting.
You want to see my receding hairline? Is that what you want to see, Shaka? It's awful now. Is that what you paid to see my receding hairline at 24 years old?
So what is he going for here? He blew right past Great Shield, went through the encampment. Did he grab anything there? I'm surprised. Well, he did get it. You know what's funny? He ran right past Great Shield and got a
We have talismans. We have talismans. That's 8 for Beezy.
Or maybe he already grabbed Great Shield at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for the sorceries now. Is he going maybe Pumpkinhead? And just clean out Selen or Celis, whatever her name is?
Probably, yeah. The thing is, he's just running, like, he's running very hard up against a wall.
That's the thing. That's why he needs to collect these squares, because he's running out of things he can possibly get.
Also, Beezy is now going for Apostle?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Bold play after you just struggled on died to Noble like 6 times in a row, but fair enough.
I mean, I'd fight Apostle over Noble personally, but
yeah. Apostle's much less jank.
Yeah, I just hate that roll, and I hate there's a couple of Nobles combos that piss me off, but
I feel like Noble's arguably easier in like a first playthrough, but like the problem is there's just so much jank with Noble. No matter how much you practice it, it's like you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
GG's to Rambler there, taking care of the Pumpkin Man.
Yep.
Okay, no, he goes to set up Apostle. Maybe he's gonna go back to get more sleep pots. Oh, also Rambler here, after completing Top's Quest, gets his free sorcery there.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay, I think we're gonna see Beezy Somber 9 first and then come back for Apostle. That makes a lot of sense.
Having a Somber 9 weapon is real nice. Like, not even just the square, like the amount of utility that provides you is pretty excellent.
Yeah, and at this point he's just like sitting on it. Like he can go back and do it whenever he wants.
Yeah. He went and got the 8 from the 8 and the 9 from like Rockview balcony area.
I don't know if he has yet, but like he's effectively done the hard part right now. It's just running around.
There's a rune arc there too he can grab.
Yeah. So Rambler currently has 5 sorceries. He will need to buy 7 more. He also needs to be careful and make sure they're different.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes accidentally buy the same sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he already has Founding Rain of Stars. So he noticed that. Yeah. So now he's at... Is that 9?
9, okay. There's one, you can go do Rock Sling check.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. I don't do a lot of sorceries.
There's the one in Academy that he can grab right here. Also, I believe there's a book that he can grab from a graveyard right by Tops. Might be incants. I think it's sorceries though. Yeah, alright, you see him get the Crystal Burst. Tops, Academy, and Lingering Runes. Okay. Thank you, Dragon.
Okay, so he's going to go get his 7 right now. That'll be
Yes.
nice.
So he'll go do 7, 8, 9, then clean up Apostle, and then after that, all he has to do is Rick. And that will be God Bosses. And actually, he's... Well, actually,
Good
no.
spot to be in.
Yeah, he needs to be careful of the face suckers.
These guys suck, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Go for your life. Okay, there we go.
Oh. I've seen people actually sleep them because to not have to deal.
On like a no-hit run?
Yeah. I know
Interesting.
Bushy and Ain Run did that because they come through here for this summer 7 on their seamless co-op run.
Yeah, or he also has the Altus Plateau Heroes grave set up. I mean, at this point, effectively, like, the bingo, it's just a race now who can get to 13 first. The Bingus has been bongest, and now it's just a speed run.
Column 2 isn't impossible, but it's not.
Well,
right.
it is at this point because Beezy's about to get Somber 9, so it's effectively dead.
Oh, true. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just totally wrong.
Oh, you're fine. This match has been so all over the place. It's very like hard to keep track of like
yeah.
Everything that's been going on.
Yep, so the 8 here is on a scarab, and the 9 is in the little congregation of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll have his +9. And that'll be real nice for him.
Also, looks like Rambler is going for the Putrid Avatar. There's no way he has enough blue. This is to try to get rune level 55.
He's running out of things he can do, right?
Yeah, he's running out hard. I don't think he has enough blue. Yeah, 156. We'll go full screen with Rambler right now. There's just no way.
Use that physic, man. Realize you got the physic.
Even so, I don't think it's enough. Oh. Well, that's definitely not going to do it.
That was bad. I wonder if this is the correct thing to do at this point, but...
Not sure if you guys can see it because Rambler's game is much louder than his actual audio. He was laughing to himself and then said, I wonder if this is the correct thing to do, but it looks like he's going to stay committed. He started with Slicer and it started out very good and he's just never looked to pivot.
It's just too bad he didn't do that. The
Ratio check with Steeple.
Because that would have been a fantastic pivot. That would have been great.
Also, it's tough that he's not putting the magic here. 25% damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the damage. Doesn't have the vigor.
Alright, he just said I have the damage. Is this even going to be enough for RL55? I'd find that surprising if it is.
What else can he do? There's the graveyard that's not too far. There's the rune in Fort Froth.
I mean, you can always just bleed Grail if you have to, but...
Yeah. Does he have a bleed weapon?
Probably?
Because if you don't, that fight takes like 45 minutes. I shouldn't have called it a fight, but
Also, BZ gets
Later-
Summer 9 there.
We literally had a friend who killed Grail without status effects. It took 45 minutes.
That's insane. Is your friend in an insane asylum?
Close. Belgium.
You can always choose Knight's Cap and get disqualified.
That's a good idea, Kel. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I wish we could see how much blue juice he has.
So we gotta keep an eye when next time he goes for that pouch. It's gonna be quick.
Okay, he has plenty. He has plenty.
Yeah.
He just has to not die. Also, Beezy now making his way to the Future Crystallian trio.
The staff will be nice for that. I don't think it's even an option for.
No, it's not. I mean, he could theoretically dance break them with like a different weapon and then switch, but that sounds awful.
I love the play. I hate to see it and suffer for it now.
GG.
Let's go.
Gets the foot off. I don't know if that's enough for it. Oh god. Now Beezy's lost. We'll figure it out. I find it so amazing. These guys have played... Beezy's probably played 20 to 30 bingo matches. How he's never done this, I have no idea.
Slicer is awesome, Killa. It's the limit... Everything that's left, though, stands up nicely to it. I guess he could do a Hero's Grave. But...
Yeah.
That might be the next thing you want to do. He could also do the God Bosses. I guess, I mean, I guess Gargoyle... Is Slicer any worse than a regular weapon against Gargs?
Yes.
Do they have a resistance?
You want to stance. You want to stance break him.
Fair.
Yeah, also that was not enough to get to rune level 55. Did anyone catch what level he got to? $47. Yeah,
That's
he's way off.
A long way to go. From the bingo I've played, the stat squares rarely seem to pay off. Unless it was like 40 vigor. 40 vigor is nice, but
yeah, and we don't have the only stat scares we have are 30 faith, 30 arcane, 30 int.
that 30 faith, that's a real sink.
Yeah.
You gotta build your whole build towards that if you're doing it.
Yeah, that's how Zeno ended up on 8 vigor in the semifinal match because he did 2 stat dump squares. He just leveled like faith and int, and had 0 vig. And it would have been awesome if he had Sonaf, but
yeah.
Yeah.
120k.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
He needs 120k now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like a remembrance boss. Like
That's more than Radahn.
With the rune and a pickle foot.
Maybe with a foot. All right, Beezy's about to walk into the Petro Castellian trio, so we'll go big screen with Beezy.
Use bonfire aesthetic. Still is starting his DS2 bingo league. No one wants to play.
Are we surprised? Nothing against Killa, but
Great work. It's nice that these guys just let you kill their friend.
yeah, they're very nice about it. Yeah, I think it was patch 1.03 or 1.04 that fixed their AI. They used to be awful.
can't believe that's the damage he's doing before the break.
Also, Rambler now going for Celia Crystalline Hero, but he's gonna get sniped here. GG's to Beezy. Alright, Rambler sees it, immediately leaves.
Now Beezy's in a good spot.
Yeah, he can go finish God Bosses, go do Hero's Grave, and then... Or do Rykard for RL55, that works too.
Rambler's got to do that Hero's Grave, I mean... Or the God Bosses would also give him money for the rune level 55.
The problem is, and what Rambler's thinking is like, why would I do God Bosses? He's done Somber +9. I know he's killed Godskin Noble.
Yeah. What's your alternative, I guess?
I mean, you have to kill at least one Godskin.
Renala, would that... No, Renala doesn't give you that many runes compared to like Radon.
No.
It's like 20,000? No.
Also, she's 80% magic resist.
That's the thing. But like, what you know?
Yeah.
So it's 10-10, but Beezy has the easier path.
Yeah, Beezy... Rambler, like, this... I think he's going to look back on this game and regret. Like, the Slicer play worked so well to start. And then it's just...
It makes me sad.
Falling off the cliff.
It was such a cool play. I love that he did it.
Yeah.
I love that he went there.
Yeah, it was a very cool play. I think he's going for Radon now. Which Radon would give him access to Gargs. So, and that will give him very close to the amount of runes that he needs.
The cool play square?
Yeah.
All the squares.
I mean, Beezy butt slammed a boss earlier, so does that count as a cool play?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to see double Membies on the board. We'll have Radon on your left and Rykard on your right.
Let's go. Oh, he's just getting the grace.
Importing out. No Radon, never mind. He's going for the Hero's Grave, that makes sense? Alright, we'll go full screen with PapaBeezy as he fights Radon.
This Red Wolf will be resistant to...
Only 40% though, so it's not terrible.
Okay. Or Rykard, you mean?
No, Red Wolves have 40% magic resistance.
No, but you said we're gonna watch him fight Radon.
Yeah, sorry, Rykard, yes. The snake's being rather passive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, also, the problem for Rambler, too, is he's also just starting to run out of time. 146 right now on the match timer.
What's the limit?
215.
Oh, okay.
And then if both players are tied at 215, there's a 15-minute limit. The max it can go to is 230.
Gotcha.
Oops. Oops.
So you still have, even though he beat the phase 1, he beat the boss that is God in the title, he has to beat phase 2, right?
Yeah. Also, after this, he can just do Soldier of Godric, and then, you know, he's fairly spoiled for choice in regards to what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Sucks.
My guess would be that he does Renala.
Yeah.
Alright, you should now, a few more. We'll be able to loop Rykard in just a second here.
Please give me another corner. start.
Yeah, he got a very nice right guard in regards to the moves that he's going for.
Whoa, what? Oh my god, what?
Alright, now he should just be able to, yeah, do this over and over again.
Shit! Oh no. Damn it, I fucked this up.
He says he fucked it up, but he kind of did, but I think he's okay.
He's quite hard on himself.
All of the players are. I mean, like, they're getting to that point where, you know when like you get very good at something, and then you get to the point where you start to like expect near perfection.
Perfection, yeah. Where you're not even playing the opponent, you're playing your best version of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gino does that a lot, where it'll be like, I won, but I played terribly.
Yeah, like that's where a lot of these guys are, and like it's about like a consistency thing at this point, because like.
No way,
No
dude! That
way.
was so cursed. I couldn't get out.
Oh, that's gonna that just
sucks ass.
hurts and makes it very hard to play.
Yeah,
that can tilt. That can tilt real bad.
Like I mean, like I've seen all these guys play a lot of games, and like there are some games where you play and you look like you should be competing in bingo brawlers, and then you play another game and you're like, oh, did you just start playing bingo? Is this your first match? You know, it's just kind of like the consistency thing.
Yeah.
That these guys are getting used to. All right, we'll keep it double screen as Rambler's about to do. I believe this is Red Wolf for the champion. Easy realizing he needs to go on a diet. Rambler's damage is not too bad. Both our players doing a little bit of all hit running though right now.
Definitely. Be a little bit better with. I gotta shut up about the physics, but
I know, right? Like the whole time with the physics, it's felt like you're like watching a car crash that's about to happen. You're
Come
like,
on, man!
just put on your seatbelt.
Just put it on!
Alright, GG's Zabizi on phase 1. Yeah, because with the tier, he'd be doing what? Instead of 126, he'd be doing like 160 something a hit.
Yeah, I mean, just for every fight, just an extra quarter damage on every single fucking fight. Oh, sorry, every fight that he's been doing, you know.
Oh, trust me, you're okay. Our players have been saying much worse.
Yeah. I know. Kill was a poor innocent child in chat, so I've corrupted him.
Yeah, he's the devout follower of America's Golden Order. It's against his
exactly
to hear such profanities. I like when I say such profanities and BC drops an F-bomb twice in a row. Rambler. We'll go full screen with BZ here.
I mean, Rambler's doing everything he can. I don't think this is as
I'd say this is a throw, but I feel like I wasn't in this
possible as it was before.
I mean,
think both
if
of them
he
have
does
as much
Radahn now, he can maybe get rune level 55 and then just pray to God on Renala.
Renala is his big, but like, yeah. You think Valengard is totally out of the question, eh?
I mean, it's not totally out of the question, but considering he struggled on it with a much lighter weapon in a game on Sunday, in a very similar situation, and now has a much worse weapon, I can't imagine he's thinking that he wants to do that.
The thing is, though, if he gets rune level 55, then Beezy needs all squares, doesn't he? Right.
Yeah.
So
And he needs to get 2 of them before the 2:15 time limit.
and the thing with Gargs is if he kills the Dawn, he can get there easy. But he looks like he's going for foul foot.
Yeah. I think Rykard may take Beezy though to rune level 55. And we're gonna have to wait and see.
That would be a huge snipe.
GG's to Beezy.
Dumb.
And he's gonna eat this remembrance. Puts him at 180,000. I think he's rune level like 38 right now. So he will need a good chunk of levels.
That's a lot.
I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Smokey did the math at 47. It was 120, wasn't it?
Yeah, Rambler levels up once to level 48 right there. Well, I was gonna say big screen with Beezy, but he's just going into Godric's.
Yeah, he's 35. Yeah, no, he's not. This is interesting. A quick Radon, and this is a photo finish.
Yeah.
Do you think? I mean, well, it'll be interesting to see if Rambler wants to fight Renala with the just completely nuked sorcery build, but or if he.
I mean, it might be, especially because the other problem with the nuke sorcery build is like you're gonna get hit while you wait for her to summon 4 times. So it's like you'd have to invest a ton of pots into blue, so you'd have very few red. Like I think I'd rather just pick up a +0 weapon at that point.
Yeah. Again, it's too bad he didn't find
the steeple.
Great sword check. Yeah.
All right. We'll go full screen with Rambler.
Actually, I'm not going to ask because I don't want to curse him. I don't want to say, how's his Radon? You say his Radon's really good, and then he dies 6 times. I don't want to.
Yeah. Typically, his Radon is good.
Alright, Soldier Godric shouldn't take too long. Small screen.
Yep, BZ gets God bosses there. Gilla, this is why we should have had you on commentary, the big brain strategies.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Oh wait, BZ just checked his level. It was not 55.
Well, it's not even close. It's 35, wasn't it?
Why? He just checked how far. He just leveled up. I don't know what he got to though. I think BZ's also rushing Radon right now. I find it interesting neither player's going for Renala. That square is RNG hell, or at least especially BZ.
Renala doesn't give you as many runes as the other big boys though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like, it's the easiest square on the board. It's RNG hell, but it's simple.
He also might be thinking, there's the edge on other squares. Nobody wants to fight gargoyles, that much is abundantly clear. But also, the fact that Gargs is there, it makes sense. If you're thinking, you know, I want to get the rune level 55, I need to fight Gargs. Okay, well, Radon gets me to Gargs.
Mm-hmm. Also I think that was hitless by Rambler, by the way.
It was a clean fight.
Yeah, very good. Oh, he did get hit? Alright, now Rambler's on rune level 55. Let's see what BZ's thinking. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go down. The question is, can Rambler get a square, or will BZ be able to force this thing into overtime?
He already has top skis, so he has Renala open. I was hoping I'd beat him to that, and we'd have a Gargs race, because that would have been way more fun.
You know, you gotta think it's Renala, right? Is he?
Yeah, he said I was hoping I would beat him to Renala, and then we'd have a Gargs race.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Rambler. I don't even think Rambler can wield a single weapon. He has to go get the dex tier.
Went all in on it.
Yeah. Or he's going to round table to check. Because that is his plan, an a +0 weapon, which I don't hate. Crystal sword would work. Yeah. Thing is,
Does he have any upgrade materials?
and it is
Go on the way.
somber, so I believe crystal sword is somber. So he potentially could have upgraded it actually.
Trying to think where he would have gotten. I mean, there's that somber. I guess he didn't.
Well, EG.
Yeah. Does he have the runes though? He just sunk everything into.
It is somber. He has 6k, so he at least could have got it up to like +1 or +2.
It takes about 15k to get it to the +4.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go big screen on Beezy first while Rambler, fights the school children. Oh, Rambler's getting moongrumped. He got moongrumped hard.
Cool. So you don't see the the quit out strat is what I've usually seen people do. Just run up to the lever and quit out.
Yeah, that's what I
Sorry,
do
I'll check
too.
that.
All right, Beezy, how was your Radon? Rambler passed the test with flying colors. How can you do?
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, Beezy just melting him. Hitless through phase 1.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hello? Game? Alright. Dude, if I died to Radon with a +9 weapon, I'm gonna be very disappointed in myself. But it would be par for the course for what's been happening so far.
Wow, it's just doing nothing, eh?
There we go.
There we go. All right, now we'll go big screen with Rambler.
Perfect
Uh-oh.
Just doing nothing. It's gonna be like a 5 cycle.
What is this?
Also, Beezy's thing is chunking again, but since Rambler is mid-fight, he does not have to. He will not have to quit out while he's in the fight.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. Smokey, make sure just get
What
Rambler
the fuck
back,
is this?
or just get Beezy back in as soon as possible. But wait. Oh.
Oh, good sport, but fuck.
No, that was not. He just quit out. That was all. That was on his own volition. All right, Smokey. Now tell Rambler to stop.
Tari, that's disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah, that was completely of his own
I didn't
volition.
update
I think
yet.
he just looked
Oh,
at the
was
damage and decided to quit out.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right, let me stop them up.
I mean, the idea of a 5 cycle in phase 1 Renal is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Kill it. Yeah, I don't know if you know this on your run, but you can actually level up your weapons. They can be more than +0. You can actually
Smokey, let
add-
me know when we're ready to go. See, BC thinks it's over, but it's not because of this stupid slicer.
Dude, it's so brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, BC just said, he was like, why don't you just keep going? This game's over. It's not. It's not at all.
It's funny, like it's been neck and neck the whole time, but he's been so certain he's been losing.
Yeah. Defeated by defeatism. I mean, we
Yeah.
actually saw the same thing in the semifinals. To be fair, Zeno actually had a panic attack. Okay, continue.
I believe it, man.
But
like,
yeah, like
I-
Xeno.
well, I felt like I've been on the brink in bingo where I was like, I don't know if I can do this, dude.
Yeah. Because Rambler was playing Xeno, and Rambler was way behind on Caelid bosses, but Xeno literally, I mean, he may have very well had, like, a panic attack, and just, like, could not think straight on, like, which bosses to do, so he started doing BBK, and
Yeah.
Rambler instead was just like, oh, I'll just get up another square to make it look closer, instead of trying to block a bingo that would have won in the game.
Holy.
Yeah.
You know, you can manifest that shit. It's real.
Mm-hmm. Believe, conceive, achieve.
Yeah.
About losing, so whatever the exact opposite is.
So is he gonna try sorceries? I don't know, dude. I even like
Yeah, he's going for the bastard sword, which is definitely better. Beezy now going to Gargs. This is the wackiest end to a bingo game I've ever seen.
yeah. You both have about 11.5 minutes.
Yeah, Beezy has to get one square in 11.5 minutes, otherwise the game's over. If the timer hits 2:15 and Rambler's in the lead, he wins.
Yep.
So he's probably only going to have like one shot at Gargs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
Bold
if we...
strategy going for it. I guess he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that. Like, there's no way for him to know that Rambler's using a sorcery build. There's no way he's going to anticipate that.
I feel like if we have learned one thing though from this tournament, it's the fact that like even when it seems bleak as hell, like you gotta know you always have a chance.
Yeah, totally. At least in a one-square game. There's some times where it's like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like if you're down like 12-4, like that's a little different.
Well, the interesting thing about bingo too is like, let's say you're behind by. There's always the chance that you just snipe every square on the way.
Yeah.
Like,
however, infinitely small.
Out of it. Yeah.
Also, because bingo is such a mental game, it's like if you do get really lucky and snipe one or two squares, like maybe the guy just like your opponent just like has a breakdown and like starts freaking out.
And it doesn't even you don't even need to cause them. Like just all it takes is a couple deaths to a boss, and we've seen it both players.
Mm-hmm.
Tilted themselves on what you know.
Okay, this is interesting. He's going for Poison Mist to get Frost proc. Gets the Frost. This is a wild strategy by Rambler.
Still looking like.
Still looking terrible.
Still looking like a 4-cycle. I think even though it was crappy, the one-time 5-cycle. I guess it depends on his confidence in phase 2. But
Yeah, because he only has 3 healing pots left. He forgot to readjust his flasks. Alright, does look like it'll be a 4-cycle.
You might get it.
I don't think so, because he got a Frost proc at the very end, so I don't think he'll be able to get another Frost proc with the third. Especially as her resistance keeps going up.
Yeah. Totally.
Also, Beezy's gonna be fighting himself.
Toughest enemy in the game.
In bingo, that is true. Maybe not your mimic tier, but yourself has been the biggest enemy of honestly both these players.
Very true.
Somewhat fitting, actually.
Yeah. More of a figurative battle right now.
Yeah. Alright, Rambler will get this into phase 2. But let's see how this goes. Rambler has a chance to call game here. Okay, damage is good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Still got
Also, he completely yeets her with stamp.
He's
Nice
about a
step.
minute away from charge, but
Yeah, it ran. He need at the Rambler's doing very well.
very well. He hasn't taken very much damage at all.
All right, there's the troll.
He just needs to hope that somehow Beezy gets caught while he's waiting for all these summons.
Or you mean Rambler gets caught? Beezy needs to hope that
Right.
Rambler gets
My
caught.
bad.
Yeah. It's okay. It's been. I mean, with the breaks, it's been almost a 3-hour match. Thank you
It's
so
a long
much
match.
for hanging out with us, Nix.
It's been fun.
All right, you just got Bloodhound Knight. Okay, now he's just missing the
Dragon.
dogs. Honestly, he's basically just fighting her straight up at this point, and his damage is so bad.
Yeah. He's in a great position right now. I shouldn't have said that.
There's the dogs. He goes 4 for 4.
He got quite nice. That was a pretty good RNG.
Yeah, literally, it's just been fighting her straight up the entire time.
Yeah.
And got the 4 summons along the way.
No!
Yeah. Like, oh!
No!
This would be the throw of the century.
Oh my god.
GG's to Rambler.
There it is. GG.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be doing a little interview with our players. Again, thank you so much